Hello guys, welcome to your channel MBA Wala, now in English. So here we are. Today we are going to talk about whatever queries you guys have, right, related to the CAT exam. We all know it's just around 100 days from here, right? So first of all, before we begin, am I audible? If yes, give me a hi or a Y in the chat. So I see a chat from Saurabh. Saurabh, how are you? All good? Perfect. Alright guys, so specifically for the people who are not comfortable in the Hindi language, we have created this channel where we are gonna take care of all the academic sessions as well as the strategy related to the CAT in entirely English language. Alright, so in case you have any queries or in case you're looking for any certain kind of videos, now this is the right time when you should ask about it. Alright, even in case you're looking for some academic videos, in case you're looking for some specific subtopic help, let us say percentage, a ratio, distance, time and speed, or in case you're looking for when to fill the forms of the other management examinations, when to take the date of NMAT, how to plan the entire 3-4 months that are about to come in your way. Here we are, and we are here to talk about all such scenarios. A revision, all right. See, basically, if you are following our Hindi channel, MBA Wala in Hindi, we are taking care over there of the entire revision. We are taking, we are conducting right now classes on various topics like I am doing over there the arithmetic sessions. Vikrant sir is dealing with the top 50 questions. Vineet sir is dealing with the number system. Similar kind of series we can start on this channel as well. If there is anybody sitting right now who is just comfortable in English, right? For the people who are comfortable in Hindi and English as well, see, there is, there are multiple playlists that are going on our Hindi channel, and the frequency is also a little higher. So you can follow that if you're comfortable in Hindi. But in case anybody who is just comfortable in English, you can just tell me. Anybody on the chat who is only comfortable in English and struggles in Hindi. Anybody? Just give me a me or a hi. Any one of you who is comfortable in English but struggles with Hindi a little bit when we talk in Hindi, when we teach in Hindi, when we give some strategy in Hindi. My doubt is that I can solve the LRDI and quant section, but because of VRC my score becomes negative. So I can leave VRC section or to attempt the questions in a VARC section. See, if you think of totally ignoring the VARC section, you will not be able to clear the sectional cut of that particular section, and ultimately even if you score perfect scores in the quant and LRDI, you're not going to get the calls, right? So simple thing, first of all, you have to be at that particular level where you at least clear the sectional cutoff of each and every section. Now, how much is that sectional cutoff? Now, when I talk about VARC, right, it is generally around 80, 85, 75, depending upon various colleges and IIMs. Now, for that 85 percentile of sectional cutoff, you need somewhere around 24, 25 marks, right? Looking at the pattern in the last 4 or 5 years or the statistics of the last 4 or 5 years. Okay, so the idea is 24 to 25. That is one which you definitely need it. To be on the safer side, around 27, 28, right? So you cannot leave entirely the VRC section. You need to get somewhere around 8 to 9 questions right for sure. When I start a topic from Gantt, I start doing all day in pressure, and this causes time issue for DILR and VRCC. How to deal with it, Sahil, is simple. What you need to do is define a certain time limit for each 3 modules. Alright. Now let us say I have decided that okay, I have 4.5 hours. Then I split that in quant, verbal and LRDI. I realize that my weakness is quant, let us say. Then I know that I'm going to spend around 2.5 hours out of the 4.5 hours for quant. And then the remaining 2 hours, 1 hour for LRDI, 1 hour for VRC. Now I'll stick to that time limit. Now I'll not plan something like I have to do 50 questions in quant. No, I have planned that I will give 2.5 hours to quant. That's it. And once that 2.5 hours time is over, I'll move to the other section. That's how you have to, go ahead with it. Slowly, you will see that in that 2.5 hour slot, you are able to increase the number of questions in quant. In that 1 hour slot, you are able to increase the number of questions in the verbal and so on. And similarly, you can play with the time. Right, someday you're giving 2.5 hours to quant, someday you're giving 2.5 hours to verbal. In my preparation, what I used to do, right, which worked for me. See, I'll give you a little background of my preparation, right. I have, done, I have also cleared IIT. So I am from IIT Roorkee. I have cleared JEE Advanced. Then I have cleared GMAT with a 780. Then I cleared CAD with a CAD 99.95. Now I was an engineer, right, good in quant, good in LRDI, but struggling in the verbal part. Now, how I used to deal with that? I knew that okay, VRs is weaker section for me. So I used to give 50% of my time to that particular subject, right? Now, let us say after 3 days I'm getting bored. I don't want to do that much of VRC. So after 3 days, I used to put 2 hours for quant and I used to enjoy that day. And then another 3 days cycle for the VRC, right? Where I'm spending more time in VRC. And then I give more time to LRDI. So I keep switching. Do that so that you don't get bored, because CAT is a marathon. You just need to be consistent. So you need to enjoy the preparation. You cannot just get so monotonous in your schedule and feel bored, right? A gap year and my father is able to pay the fees for NMIMS and Symbiosis, and for that I'm targeting CAD and Z. If I'm not clearing CAD and Z, may I target Chitkara University? See, you have multiple opportunities. The idea is you should, when you think that okay, this is the last year I'm going to give the try for MBA examinations, right? I'm not going to go ahead or take it forward from here. Fill at least CAD, Z and SNAP, right? And once you get the best score out of these three, whatever you get, I don't know whether you score good in CAD, ZAD or SNAP, then it is the time when we start thinking about the colleges. Okay, I can target this, I can target that. Right now, thinking hypothetically, I will target that and this. And once we are, giving the paper, we don't get that score, it doesn't matter. Then all the planning goes in the vain. So the idea for me is get the best of the scores and then look for all these things. Yes, I'm not saying that you don't work on your profile meanwhile. You start working on your profile meanwhile, you get the best of the scores. We'll combine both of these things and we will guide you which is the better suitable college for you. Okay. All right. Algebra is troubling you. See, the idea is very simple. Like I am dealing with the arithmetic series on the YouTube channel of MBA Wala, in the Hindi version. I'll start with the algebra as well, right after this. OBC percentage should I target for Blackies? See guys, if you're looking for all such details, alright, that you start giving me your profiles, you start giving me your categories, this does not work like that. Composite score calculation is much more tedious than that, right? It requires 4 to 5 things which I need to know. One is your 10 score, 12 score, grad score, your category, and then the work experience. Then if you have any certifications like CA, Actuarial Sciences, your work experience, is there any gap here, your each and every percentiles, everything is going to work in that, right? So asking such questions is not, I would say, recommendable right now, because you'll not be able to tell. And of course, the selection criteria for each and every college is very different. So what should I do then? The idea is very simple. You can go to that particular college website and look for their selection criteria. You will definitely get it. Nowadays we have these ChatGPT, AI, Gemini. Simply go onto the Google and write down selection criteria of this. You will get the detailed composite scores. Alright, and calculate for yourself. On a simple note, I'll simply tell you, if you are an engineer, general engineer male, and with an average profile, let us say 888, some college you are straight away debarred, but in some where you can convert the Blackies, then A is now out of your reach, right? Because it requires the aggregate percentage of 90 from 10th and 12th. Apart from that, you can get it if you score a very high percentile like 99.8 or more. How to start the mocks? The idea is very simple. Once you are done with around 60 to 70% of your course, you can start with the mocks. But I'll tell you, the initial mocks are not going to go in your way, right? The initial mocks, you're going to struggle. The scores will not be that high. You're going to score somewhere around 20, 30, 40, 50. Don't get demotivated. Keep going. I'll tell you, I've talked to the toppers of the 2024, I've talked to the toppers of the 2023, and I'm repeating this exercise recurringly from the past so many years. And what I've observed is the first mock of even the toppers, they end up scoring somewhere around 20 to 30, 30, 35, 30 odd numbers. But by the end, by the November, by the day of the CAT, they have managed to score very high scores. So I'll tell you, your score actually, doubles or sometimes even triples by the time you give the CAT from the mock one. So just keep going. How can I prepare for LRDI? By doing multiple sets and practice. What can be the source? First, you can start with the foundation lectures on our channel, MBA Wala Hindi version. We'll make some on this version as well, right? And then you can move to, the PYQs of the past years, right? That is the brilliant source and the best source. You have ample amount of sets, right? Every year, 3 slots from the past 5-6 years, 6 years, 3 slots, 18 papers, each having 4 or 5 sets. That makes around 70 to 90 sets. Even if you do 2 a day, you can take 45 days and finish that off. Average score of the last 7 mock is around 66. I am on the right track? Absolutely yes. If you are running around 66 in the decent mocks. Now I don't know what is the source. If the source is good, right, then 66 is a good number as of now. This 66 should go to 85 to 90 at least. And if you reach that level, if you analyze your mock well, you are there. My certificate is in applied status. If I fill the form by choosing the category and in case it get rejected, does my application? Your application will definitely get rejected because your composite score is calculated on the category you provide, and on the day when they give you a call and you are required to submit your final proper certificates and they find that there is a mismatch in any of the certificate, your candidature is rejected. Sources are PW and alright, then fine, Harendra. You're doing good, perfect. Keep doing. I am from Kerala, belong to OBC NCL category. Already have an NCL certificate digitally signed by the hustler. Should I again apply for CAT? See, the idea for all these category certificates is you should have a certificate which is authorized by the central government. In case it is from the state government, it may get rejected. For further details, you should simply mail to IM body. There is an option when you go to im.cat, there you will get an option to ask a doubt or contact us or help or support. Mail them, they'll guide you. No, it's not a problem, Craft, if you're facing right now solving the miscellaneous questions in quant. Specifically, I understand the multi-concept questions. It will take time. With the time you practice more of them, with the time you fall for more of them, you make mistakes in more of them, then only you will be able to make them. The idea is we have not seen that many kind of questions, that's why this happens, right? So initially when we were developing our concepts or covering our syllabus, what we did was we did topic wise questions, and in that scenario, yes, we have not done so many multi-concept questions. There will be the time when we'll be dealing with more such of questions, and slowly you will get hold of it. Specifically, I'm talking about the one shots and marathons, and I would advise you that if you have some time, go ahead, start solving the PYQs. Automatically, you will see the improvement over here. In my 6th semester result, one subject showed absent. Though I took the exam, I have applied for correction and the university said it may take a month. Can I fill the CAT form using my 5th sem result? See, again, this is a query which you need to just directly ask them, because later on I don't want that it create any trouble in your application, because these are some sensitive areas, right? And there might be a little problem. Maybe it does not create any trouble for you. Okay, so it's better to ask them directly. Or you can just wait or push your college people, tell them the situation you are in. Maybe they hurry up the process and you have the certificate. I'm able to understand concepts in the class, but I'm unable to apply the concepts in real questions. I can't apply it. Even the CAT question in class I'm not able to solve. I have seen basics too. Alright. See, the idea is you need to practice a little bit more. If you are a student of any of our paid batches, go to the DPPs. Go through them thoroughly. Watch the video solutions, mark the lines where you have gone wrong, or mark the steps where you could not figure it out. Let us say you are applying, your concepts in some PYQ. Maybe you reach to 4th step, but you are not able to figure out the 5th step. Mark it up. Think, why could you not think of that 5th step? Slowly, you need to figure out these steps. Once you get hold of these steps, then, going from A to Z would be easy. Right now you are going from A and somewhere maybe to H, I, but not able to make it to the Z level. So understand what are those levels which you are, having trouble with. MBA Ignite, all right. RC, Passage, Psychology, and see, I would say if you have any subject related doubts specifically related to the VARC and the LRDI, I would simply, say that wait for a while. I'll ask Vikrant sir and Gaurav sir to take a similar kind of session, and of course, he'll be able to answer all of those questions better than me. Algebra mod में confusion होता है. Don't worry. See, there is a video of mod का god in the MBA वाला Hindi channel. Alright, you have mentioned your comment in the Hindi, so I think you are comfortable in the Hindi as well. So you watch that 3 hours lecture and you will be done with it. Devansh, somewhere, see, because the 10th and the 12th score is little low, alright, the chances are less, but to make it to a good college, you need some high score, 99.5 plus, 99.3 plus at least. Otherwise, the top-notch colleges are not there. Alright, perfect. Any more queries? Perfect. So guys, the idea for me to come over here was that you guys get to know that we are now going to make this channel also quite active. Now what I want from you or your end is that you tell us what you're looking for. We have opened this channel a little late, right? And the time for the CAD is just 100 days. Now I don't want that our efforts goes into that direction which you don't want right now. So what I want is that what videos you are looking for, you tell us, so that we can create more of those videos so that the efforts get justified. You also, get the knowledge what you're looking for from this particular channel without wasting any time. All right. Specifically on your demand that sir, we need entirely in English language, we brought it. Now you are going to tell us what kind of videos, whether academic, non-academic, you're looking for. Mention in the comments later on once the videos get over. All right, and we'll start bringing them. Right. All right. 84, 79.4, 8.4. Please read the profile. So it's 878. Right. Depend upon the other things as well. Work experience, if it is there, 99.23 is gonna work for you for the top colleges. If the work experience is also missing and you are an engineer, then it's gonna be a little tough. Business mathematics in the graduation, and I'm comfortable with arithmetic, but I'm not comfortable with modern math and geometry. See, I would say Tejas first focus on algebra. If the arithmetic and the algebra is sorted, then modern math geometry is not going to trouble you much, just given that you are done with the basics of those, right? So if you're done with the basics of modern math geometry and number system, that if they are introduced in the arithmetic algebra, then you're able to handle it, right? If your arithmetic and algebra is top notch and the other 3 modules basic version, maybe a little bit of intermediate, you are through better, doesn't matter. All right, all right. Okay. Completing my syllabus firstly, then I'll start practice. It is okay, but again with a deadline. All right. If you want, you can keep the deadline somewhere around, let us say, right now we stand in 15th of August, right around 15th of August we stand, mid-August. Make a deadline, say mid-September. Whatever syllabus you are done with by the end of mid-September, it's fine. Start with the mocks, right? And then with the mocks, keep doing the syllabus as well after that, right? Make sure your 70% of the syllabus is completed by 15th of September, otherwise you will be late, beta. Where can I find my quant books? Beta, this will be available from the 3rd week of August on the PW store as well as the major stores as well. By 3rd week of August, I think so they will be available. They are into the printing right now. All right. Okay. So guys, I guess that would be it for the today. The entire agenda for me to come here on the screen live today was to ask you guys simply what you are willing to see, what you are willing to watch in this channel, what you wish that we should create. In case you're fine with the academic sessions in the Hindi channel, you can let us know that in the comment as well. And if you're looking for any kind of, see, what I see today is a lot of questions based on the composite score calculation, or what are your chances, or what kind of percentiles you need. If you want that kind of videos also, you can leave in the comment and we'll start talking about that. But I would simply say that you should not be focused on that right now, because right now we're just left with the 100 days, and what I want from your end is to score the maximum possible you can, so that you give yourself more and more chances. We have already taken care about the 100 days or 120 days strategy, and now I think so it should be the time for some academic videos. Let me know in the comments, what do you feel? All right, or in case if you're not looking for any subject wise or topic wise topic, maybe a possibility you are looking at how to solve a mock test, right? How to select the right questions. We can do that as well. I'll bring around 10-15 questions and I'll ask you what 7 would you choose, and then I'll solve the 7 which actually you should have solved. We can plan the videos like that. You just need to think and tell us what's the best we should bring for you right now. Okay, chalo. So would be ending this session, and now any further comments, leave it in the comment section, and let's take this channel also on the same routes we have taken MBA Wala, right, in the 3 years, reaching down 3 lakh subscribers. Let's begin this one as well, and let's create those contents which you are willing for. Take care, good night, see you very soon on this particular channel with the videos that you want. Take care.